So to start off with making a goal, we're literally just going to do right click, create a script, and we call it goal trigger. Luckily, this will be quite easy to do. So if I make sure we got the goal trigger script loaded up, all I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these, and I'm going to call something called void on trigger enter. Now with collisions, there's boxes that you collide with and ones you enter. So if you ever think of a game where you enter a checkpoint or something, that will be a trigger zone. So we're going to do if other dot compare tag, and we're going to put player. So what that is doing is we've got on trigger enter, the collider that we're colliding with we're going to call other. So if the other is a player, then we're going to do debug .log, and we'll go level complete. Now debugs are really good, so what they do is they'll print them out in the console for you, so you can check if something's working, you can check that you've done what you want, and what we'll do underneath, we'll put 2 slashes and say level is complete. And I'm going to minimize that now, and what I need to do is I need to add a cube to be our box color. So I'm going to do cube, I'm going to drag that over here, and what I'm going to do is I'll scroll in a little bit, I'll drag it up, and it's going to fill in this area here, and it's going to be easier if I right click down here and make a material for it. So we're going to do material, and we're going to call it transparent, and we're going to click here in our material options, we're going to go opaque, we're going to make it transparent, and I'm going to make it, let's make it like golden, and we're going to pull this down here so hopefully we can kind of see through it, and then we're going to scale this up with the scale tool like we did earlier. We're going to drag that over, drag it over here. Amazing. So we've got our goal, and what I'll do is I'll just quickly make sure that is below, so we're dropping into it basically. Now the only thing we need to do is, because we're using that script, we're going to drag it here, and we're going to make sure this is a trigger, so then we can check now if that's going to work for us. So I'm going to press play, I'm going to go in, I'm going to aim to get in that gold box, hopefully I should be able to do it. There we go, level complete. So it's registered that, and then what we'll do is we can make a script call to the next level basically. So we've got our goal, that's perfect, that's what we need. Now if we say we want to complete it and make it go to the next scene, we can do a little thing here where we go in a script, we're going to do public string, and we're going to play level name, and we're going to do here using Unity engine dot scene management. So this time what we're going to do is we've called this so we can use all the scene management stuff, so that's basically just allowing us to call to different scenes, stuff like that. So we're going to do scene manager dot load scene, and we're going to just put level name, and all that's going to do is in our goal, so if I go to the cube, and I'm going to rename this to goal so I can find it easier, I can call the level name, and I'll call it level 2. So if I right click down here and create a scene, so create, and I'll call it level 2, we can see if that's going to work for us. So and the only thing we have to do as well is we have to go file, build settings, add open scenes, drag this one in. So now level 2's in there, it'll be able to find it. So press play again, and we're going to go down. Got a little bit of a jump there, which is quite nice. Bang, there we go. And it's loaded into level 2 as you can see here, but there's nothing in level 2 right now. So we've basically got what we need. It will go to the next level. Perfect. We got what we need. Next thing we need to add is some collectibles.